back again. Right, I think that's probably a good place for it. Hard to tell, hang on. Let's move out of the way again. There we go. That's better. I just need to adjust this as well. Hang on. There we go. I think that's good. And just put chat up. And check the status. That's cool. Okay, and we're on. Right then, so straight back into it. Yesterday was a pretty good day with the old Dark Souls. So I found a new way through the catacombs, and nearly got my ass kicked by like a fire demon. Worked out a way to get around that. Got a couple of new weapons, a couple of great swords, and made a bit more progress, I think. So a little bit further forward. Considering the previous sort of sessions, I hit a brick wall and didn't actually manage to get very far. So it's nice to actually starting to make some progress in Dark Souls for a change. Just let it load up. Just going to test an alert quickly. Lovely. Looks like it's working to me. Should be picking up the latest calibrations. Don't know why there's a problem there. There we go, that's better. Logging into Dark Souls server. Okay, so we're still on 104 update, which is fine. I'm pretty sure that's what I've got installed at the moment. So app versions 103, regulation version 104, all good. Right, so let's continue now. First of all, we're just going to take a quick look at the character. Now, what build am I doing? It's kind of a strength build at the moment, so more kind of so as you expect from a knight. So let's have a little look. So level 38, 21 strength. Actually, a bit higher on the dex at the moment. It's quite surprising. I normally just go strength, so I don't know why I've upgraded dex. Must be for a specific weapon. I can't quite remember. But yeah, so Covenant Warrior of the Sunlight. Don't have many souls at the moment, but we need another 9,064 to go on to the next level. And to be fair, as I'm going through the game right now, I am noticing that you do need to level up in certain places, I think. So, I mean, it's totally possible, you know, to, I'm sure, speedrun this game and to do soul level 1 runs and all that. But if you're not one of those people that can handle a Souls game that way, then you have to level up to get through it. And I'm definitely at that point now where I think leveling up would hold a big advantage. Right then, so I don't think I can actually buy anything with 325, but I'm just going to go and see Andre, and we'll just see what he says at the moment.
It's good, what needs?
Let's have a look at our weapon choice. Oh, I forgot to navigate. Hang on. Sorry, Ron. Just bear with me for 2 seconds. Yeah, I know it's very boring watching you type on a keyboard. It's not exactly riveting. I will be back with you in 2 seconds. Okay, just going to tweet that out now. Okay, that's looking good, I think. There we go. I'm just going to check the link to it as well. All good, brilliant. Cool. Now, yeah, so we're taking a look at the weapons. So far, I've had a bash at reinforcing the Fire Lothric sword. So that's up to +6 at the moment. We've also got a +3 straight sword as well. So they're doing a fair amount of damage. So yeah, we're looking at about 120, 130 physical damage at the moment on the level 3 straight swords. Pretty good. +6 fire sword, really good damage on this one. So you know, it's 280 odd, which is actually my current favourite primary weapon. It's doing a lot of damage out there, which I'm very happy about. Because as I say, I was struggling before, so it's good to see that I've actually leveled up a weapon enough that I can actually take on some of these people. So all good. I'm not relying on anything in the way of ranged weapons at the moment. I'm using a slight amount of magic just for doing some healing, but you know, that's kind of standard in the Souls games. I think although it's good to have the Estus flask, you know, and they are quite generous on the amount of times you can use the flask in this game, it's still good to have magic as a backup, especially for those long levels between bonfires. Okay. Let's go and see this lady. See if she's got anything decent to buy at the moment. Mind you, I'm only down to 325 souls at the moment, so we're going to need a few more than that to buy anything substantial. But having said that, fire bombs seem to help a lot these days. So let's get some of those. I think that's sensible.
Ashen 1.
Now there was somebody else. Where have they gone? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Here we are. This place is very confusing.
Oh, champion, do you wish?
Irina of Karen. No miracles. Ooh, that looks quite good. Oh. Miracle once cherished by cleric knights, gradually restores HP. Replenishment is a relic of the old Lloyd faith, whose cleric knights were unfortunate in battle. Okay, so we've got heal already. This is good. So this instantly fills up your hit points. Replenishment does it over time, so gradually restores the hit points. That'd be quite handy in battle, I think, if you're taking constant damage. So how much? So 1,000 for that. Actually, I might have some souls. Probably worth maybe worth trying to get that.
I pray for your.
Let's have a look. Possibly. Let's see how many we get from this one. Lovely, 3,000. Just what I needed. I'll have 3, please. Maybe not. Hang on. Oh, she doesn't have any for sale. That's. Oh, I see. Well, that's not handy, is it? I've now got 3,000 souls I've got to spank
Have a
elsewhere.
pleasant journey, champ.
Gotcha. Now I understand. Andre, can you level me up a bit more with the old weapons? Reinforce. So I've only got Titanite shard, just the one with it's it. No. No reinforce flask, no. Do anything repairing, no. Infuse weapon. Can infuse. Thing is, the weapons that I'm happy with that I'm using at the moment I've already infused, so I don't think it's worth doing that at the moment. Ratio of the Estus flask 7 to 2, so 2 represents, the blue flask represents topping up magic, and the gold represents the standard Estus, which is topping up all your hit points. So actually 7 to 2 is probably about right at the moment.
Pretty, be careful. I don't want to see my work.
Okay, we can buy a few more things from this lady here. What do we want? What do we want? It might be handy having a soul arrow, although I've got to level up to use it. Oh no, I can use Farum Dart, not the soul arrow. Just so I've got something which means I can strike from a distance, because at the moment I'm relying on quite pathetic arrows. So let's get that, let's have that just in case. Already got that ring. Some of these are quite handy. Let's just max out on the firebomb, shall we? 20, yes please. Right, cool. Right, I think we're ready to get on with things.
Be sure.
Let's go back. I think it was the catacombs. Right, I got my ass kicked on this place, Boreal Valley. So I'm not going back there just yet. Although I found the way there, this is blatantly telling me that I need to level up a lot to make any progress here. So I've kind of arrived at that area too soon, I think. So definitely better going to. Let's go back to the abandoned 2, see how far we got there. So far, I have to say, this is not on par with the original Dark Souls, but it's close. It's really close. I actually prefer it to Bloodborne. I do like Bloodborne, and it's controversial. A lot of people out there think Bloodborne was a better game, but I prefer the kind of fantasy setting of Dark Souls series. Bloodborne was brilliant, and you know, the gothic architecture and characters, they were so good and really well designed. But ultimately, I believe that Dark Souls is a better series, and Dark Souls 3 is definitely. I think it should have been Dark Souls 2, if that makes any sense. This is the better sequel than Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 isn't a bad game at all, but it was just so all over the place. You know, and sometimes it wasn't a challenge as such, it was just unfair in places. But with Dark Souls 3, I think they've really nailed the design again, and it's quite fair. I'll try not to get hit, so I keep on doing that accidentally. Right, let's go. Now something keeps on firing spears at me here, so I have to keep on running. If you slow down like that, you're dead meat practically. This is all very Doom-like. The size of that. Oh, no, I didn't get past in the first game.